My name's Andrew Sorenson. I'm an assistant wrestling coach at South Dakota State University. I'm from a small farming community near Woden, Iowa. It's actually in north central part of Iowa, 20 miles from the Minnesota border. It's about 3 hours and 15 minutes from Brookings, so it's not too far, and real small community. Grew up, graduated with 18 kids in my graduating class, and went on to wrestle for Cael Sanderson at Iowa State University. My first 2 years, I wrestled for Cael Sanderson. I redshirted my first year, and then got to see a little bit of the lineup, but kind of got thrown into the gauntlet. Almost quit my first year because it was rough. It was hard. I went from being successful, small school Iowa kid to in a top 5 program in the country, and Cael left and went to Penn State, and Kevin Jackson came in, and that was the first year Bono was my coach. So that's when I created the relationship with Bono, and eventually what led me to come up here. Yeah, after I graduated in the spring of 2012, I got a phone call from Bono about May, asking me to apply for the job. And at first I thought he was crazy, but I trusted him, and he told me I just had to come up here and experience it. And I found out that was true, and we kind of find that out to be true for most of the recruits too. Once you step on campus and meet the community and see how involved our faculty is and our administration is in wrestling, you're kind of blown away. Coming right out of college into a coaching role, there's a lot to learn. It's a lot of fun. That transition into coaching, it's something I really love. I get really passionate about. I'm also trying to continue to compete myself. I feel that my goals were not accomplished, and that I still have something left in me. So I tried to make that transition, and Coach Izzy, he helped, but I was pretty reluctant at first. I was kind of thick-headed and wasn't sure if I really wanted to train that hard again, as hard as I trained those 5 years down at Iowa State. After going out and not having the success I wanted in a couple tournaments, I found out pretty quick that if I'm going to do it, I need to do it the right way. So I'm back on it, training again, and Izzy's helping me, and so that year was just kind of a learning year, a growing year, and I think that growing is something that needs to happen in order to move on to the next stage, and that's something that this university's having right now, is that growing stage of getting to that next part. The last year we weren't away from work a whole lot. If I wasn't out competing or training or with the guys, we were out recruiting the whole year. So and that's part of the reason we got some of the kids that we got, is because the time that us coaching staff put in to getting these kids. And that's important because it's those kids' next 5 years and then next part of their life, and we needed to make sure that they understood that we were in to help them and be there for them at all times. So we spent a lot of time recruiting. When I do get away from work, we're in South Dakota. I love to fish, hunt. We go shoot trap or shoot the bow. I'm constantly around, Izzy's family and his kids. We're a very close-knit group, so it's hard pressed to not find one of the coaches together. I think us as a coaching staff just tried to apply what helped and worked for us. The only thing I know, and the only thing I was ever taught from my dad all the way up through college is that hard work can't be replaced. So we tried to instill it into every one of our kids and our support staff, is that if you work hard and you're doing the right things, that good things are going to happen to you. It's a special place. Like I said earlier, when Bono called me, I thought he was crazy until I got up here. And then I found out how special of a place it was, how special of a place the administration and faculty are, and how much they care about wrestling, how much the community cares about wrestling, and what big things can happen here. And that's what intrigued me most, is that I could be a part of something that we could build from the ground up. Every brick by brick, we could build from being the very last team in the country to a top 5 team in the country year in and year out, because the resources are here. And that is what excites me, and I try to make it exciting for the kids. And luckily, we had some good kids buy in, and then it just kind of steamrolled from there. I think as a staff and myself, we just asked for effort. You know, we had a good group of kids stay here, and all summer and train. They worked and trained with us. We got a good group of kids coming in that think they can win at the highest level. You know, coming into the season, all I ask for is that they work hard. You know, you work hard and go out and give your best effort. We can work on all the little things when we get back. You know, we can go over the tape and look at the little things. But if you go out and lay it all on the line, we can fix the small stuff, and we'll be at the top very soon. Jackrabbit fans, get on the bandwagon. You know, wrestling's here to stay, and get jacked.